In the news for the past weeks is the courtesy call of two ambassadors to the Department of National Defense. First is the courtesy call of Sweden's ambassador Annika Thunborg last August 14th, and the European Union ambassador to the Philippines Luc Veron last September 6th. On both occasions, these ambassadors discussed different security concerns and defense cooperation with the Philippine government. Many have asked Bonds QPH on several occasions besides Sweden, if the European Union is involved with the ongoing acquisitions the Philippine government has on its ongoing modernization program, and the answer is yes. Ambassador Thunborg with Sweden's delegation has visited not only the Department of National Defense but also had very important discussions with some high-level government officials on several occasions since last year. These discussions have been more frequent since the Mutual of Understanding was signed last June. Not all of these visits needed media coverage. These discussions are very important, especially regarding the acquisition of the Jas-39 Gripen. We are very confident that the Philippine government will ensure that everything regarding the Gripen has been promised by Saab in its negotiations during all pre-procurement and selection stages. Will be ironed clearly and will be approved in the cold mold. All systems involved in the MRF acquisition, from the aircraft itself and the involved weapon systems, up to the maintenance and spares for those aircraft will be ironed out. Why should the Philippine government be thorough? Kaman believes this is to avoid any weaknesses the Philippine Air Force faces, such as in the initial stages of the PAF's induction of the FA-50PH from Korean Aerospace. PAF and DND have learned that lesson very well, and they don't want any problems to occur when PAF starts operating the Gripen, and we also believe that as far as DND is concerned, there is no more verbal agreement. With Sec Gibbo Teodora, a pilot and a lawyer at the same time, he fully understands the intricacies of these negotiations, especially about aircraft. With him heading the DND, he will make sure that PAF will get a truly capable and sophisticated Jas-39 Gripen that is sustainable. A 62 billion pesos amount for this project is not a simple amount, and the last thing the DND wants to have a snaffus in this acquisition that will cost more taxpayers' money. And this process will be the same, even if the F-16 Block 70/72 is chosen for the MRF acquisition. Sweden is a member of the European Union, and they will comply with the regulations imposed by the European Union Code of Conduct concerning arms exports, which was introduced in 1998 and amended in 2008. In these regulations, the EU will have a say regarding the export of any military equipment, technology to the recipient country from one of its member countries. And with the possibility of military procurement from Europe on Horizon 3 in the future, the European Union will provide its opinion regarding these acquisitions. We believe that Sweden has guaranteed EU approval, and the EU ambassador is also negotiating with the Philippine government, and this is a positive sign. Additionally, the current political climate in the country is much more friendly towards the European Union than during the previous Duterte administration, and it is almost impossible to get approval from the Swedish government and the European Union. We wouldn't be surprised if they had other negotiations with a different party more reliable than Saab and Lockheed Martin. And with the urgency the country has due to the territorial disputes, we can't wait that long for this project to be concluded. Either Saab can conclude as early as they can, or the government will give this project to others that are more willingly and readily that can supply us the needed air defense assets.